and in a really positive way. So it's been, it's been a lot of years. So to see you all here still blows my mind. So thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, round of applause for yourselves.
And the only thing that I've seen of Aberdeen is my hotel room and this room. And I love Aberdeen. You guys are awesome. You guys got a soft bed, you got a good burger, and like great people all day long. Yeah, I'm in love.
What more do you need, right?
Yeah, it's been amazing meeting so many new people and also seeing a lot of people that I have met before and known through the years. It's just been wonderful.
Such nice people here in Aberdeen. Yes, you can give yourself a round of applause. That's all right. We love the accent, of course. Now of course we're going to talk Buffy and we're going to get to you guys, the fans, so get your questions ready, please. But just a few questions from me about some other projects you guys have been doing. So Juliet, we have to talk about your film, A Place Among the Dead. This cast, from what I've heard, right? Anne Rice,
yes.
Gary Oldman.
Yes.
My goodness. Tell us about the film. Yeah, everyone just went, ooh. That's deserved. Tell us about this.
Yes, Ron Perlman is also in it, Robert Patrick, Lance Henriksen, and the movie was just released worldwide, and we are also here selling the Blu-rays, and the Blu-rays have nearly 5 hours of bonus extras, and if you order it to be sent and signed from the United States, it's like $80, and here we're selling it for $35, and I'm really excited to share the movie with you.
Yes. Right, yes, amazing. What can't she do? Now, James, I've interviewed you many times, and you're always so much fun. We can hear you talk for hours, and now we can hear you talk in podcast form.
For free.
Hashtag Schmachters.
An actor doing a podcast. No one's ever thought of that before. No, yeah, I'm doing a podcast with my buddy Mark Devine. We used to do Vidiots, which is a travelogue video show that we used to do. And I have an opinion on everything, and Mark keeps me funny and takes the piss out of me. But yeah, it's called Schmachters, SCHM Actors, schmachters.com you can go to. Or you can stop by my table, and there's a little placard, and you can get a QR code to take you right to the thing. And it'll, wherever you get your podcast, you can check it out. But it's really cool.
We'd love to hear that. And Charisma, what are you working on, whether it's professionally or personally? What are you excited about right now?
So I have a company also called mycon.live where I do virtual conventions, shout outs. I have a gallery and a very deep inventory of photos and meet and greets. And I'm looking to diversify that and bring on actors as time goes on, just because I have such a love of the fans. It's like a love letter to the fans. It's meant to... it started during the pandemic as a call to action to support those that are being, feeling isolated, and it was just a scary time, and then it just grew and grew, and then, next month I have an investor meeting, so I'm excited about parlaying that, bringing on more talent, and it's just something that I feel so strongly about. I want the best for the fans. I want talent that's on the platform that understands the relationship with fans, that wants to not extort them. And, so it's all those sorts of things. So on it, you can send in things to me and I can mail it out to you myself, so you don't pay a third-party upcharge. It's just for you, and it's a direct connect between us without a third-party person raising things. And also it's meant to be holistic and that it gives back. I have 2 charities that a percentage of all the sales, I'm the only one on the platform right now, so all of my sales go to the Thirst Project, which brings safe, clean drinking water around the world, and also for the Ronan Thompson Foundation, which is neuroblastoma. It treats cancer for kids. Pediatric cancer is the least funded cancer in the United States. So I want to give back to that, and I want people that are on their platform that are thinking about life in the grand picture, that want to, I don't want to say disparaging things about the other platforms that are out there, but the type of talent that's on there isn't necessarily on the platform earning money in a way that you would want people to earn money. People that are doing comedy but really inciting violence and putting it on YouTube and calling it comedy. Those are not the kinds of people that I want to have on the platform. I want it to be really fan driven, and also people that aren't arrested and aren't starting insurrections and like that, whatever the case. I just really want to be there for you guys and have people that are on the platform that really want to be of service and make themselves available to you. Oh my God, I talked too long.
No,
So
not at all.
no Don Jr. No Don Jr. on my com.
No, and if you are a Don Jr. fan,
They're not out.
if you are, this is not the platform for you because he
By
won't
the way,
be on it.
I want to say hello to all the Overflow people. This is
Hello.
awesome. We are.
Well, darn it, if you're not just so popular, we could, how dare you?
It is amazing.
It's
after
amazing.
All these years, yeah.
And by the way, round of
And
applause for
Slayers.
using your platform for positivity and looking after the fans. And that's what we love about Comic-Con. Yeah, like you said, it's a community and you have to kind of nurture that community. But I have to say, having interviewed you guys a few times and being a fan of the show myself, there's something about the Buffy fans that they're so loyal. And it spans, so many generations. What do you think it is about the show that's like lasted this long and people are still getting excited about it and still falling in love with it after all these years?
It's timeless storytelling.
It
It's a
doesn't
universal
suck.
theme. It doesn't suck. The
Well
witty
said.
banter, all of those things. And also we did Slayers, which I think also helps kind of keep that alive as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like the vampire mythology is very potent, and until there's a better written vampire show, which there never will be, I'm sorry, Buffy will last. It's just we had the best writers in Hollywood. Like all the writers that wrote for Buffy are like the very big power players in Hollywood right now. But we had them when they were young and hungry and unknown. And that's just not going to happen. It's like asking when is there going to be another Rolling Stones? There's not, So.
What do you think it is, Juliet, that's had Buffy stand the test of time?
Oh my goodness. Well, I would ask you guys that. I would say, well, what is it that you guys think? That's what I'm excited to hear. Why everybody thinks
Absolutely. Before we get to the fan questions, I have to ask you guys what you're a fan of. I mean, we have so many things here that we love: Star Wars, Star Trek, whether it be things in literature or theater or film and TV. What are you a fan of?
I'll let you think. I'm a fanboy, so I'm a fan of most things. I was a Star Trek fan when I was coming to conventions when I was 13 years old, dressed as Spock. And like, I was popular with the girls for the first time in my life because my communicator was the best one at the convention. I was like, this is amazing.
I wish we had a picture of you as Spock we could put on the screen.
No.
That would have been amazing.
They've been burned.
Does it exist?
No. No, I found them and destroyed them.
Oh, no.
It's like perfect Spock. I erased my my eyebrows, pointed ears, everything perfect. Big blonde afro.
Oh.
Just.
A lot.
And then I saw the very first showing of Star Wars ever, 9 months before the film came out. And one of my friends lived next door to George Lucas, so I went and talked to him about it for a little while. I'm like the Forrest Gump of fandom. Like I've been in all the beginning. I was at the premiere of the first Matrix movie. Yeah. But these days, I'll be honest, I'm a gamer. So like all the new stuff I haven't seen. I'm sorry. Like I'll watch like a little bit of it. I'm like, oh, that's wonderful, and I go back to gaming.
I'm an avid reader, so right now I'm reading a lot of the Pulitzer Prize-winning fiction, and so I'm reading Donna Tartt at the moment. But I sort of soak up and love reading. I've always been a big reader.
I think I just moved to New York and I just got a home theater system put in. And I can't tell you how much I'm going to enjoy going home. Not that I don't love being here, but there's nothing like coming home. Sure. Going home, laying in my bed, and being able to watch my favorite shows. And my comfort shows are Fleabag. I love that show, especially the third season. I can't even take it. Like that relationship just kills me every time. I know he hates this, but I love Sex and the City. It's a comfort show. I'm going to make him watch it. We talked about that last time we were in Harrogate
I asked him if he was a Charlotte, Miranda, Carrie, or Samantha.
And he's like, who are those people?
Yeah, he's like, I'm a James.
I hate it. I'm just ignorant of it.
Yeah, no. I mean, I love The Crown. I love my all-time favorite show. I have to say is Peaky Blinders. And I just found out yesterday that they're going to make another film. So I'm very happy. I think Killian is an amazing performer, like next level. I felt that absolutely that show was a feature film. Every single episode is some of the best, like the A game, the art department, the cinematographer, the acting, the wardrobe, like everybody is Oscar worthy. Yeah. It's just one of my favorite things in the world, if you can understand what they're saying. So I watch with subtitles. But Killian, now I can do it.
Yeah, Killian is also an Oscar winner now, much well-deserved, yes. Now, as you mentioned accents, how have you done with the Scottish accent?
Great.
Now, I know, James, you're
Outlander.
very good with accents, but yeah, has it been difficult?
Watching Outlander. That's also one of my favorite shows.
There you go.
Sam Hugan. Where is he?
Where are you, Sam?
Sam, hear me cry. I love that. I love that series. I watched it. I turned my entire family in the Midwest onto it. They were so grateful. I'm a fan of TV and film. Absolutely.
That. Yeah.
And reading. But
yes. Have you guys done well with the accent? James, what about you? I mean, even I have lived here for a long time, and sometimes the Scottish accent, I live in England.
You ask a person to do the accent, and everyone, no matter how good you are or poor you are, then everyone's like saying, that's
Brilliant.
Crazy.
That sounds Irish.
No, it's Scottish, love. Well, it's not perfect, all right? I'm still working on it.
Mine.
Well, it's better than yours. That's right.
So I just learned mine from Austin Powers. It's not a good area. See, I'm telling you, he gets the accent.
Like, oh, well, he tried.
Very good. Well, I know, like I said, I could fangirl all day.
I sound like Shrek.
Yeah. Shrek is a very good education, I think. Or maybe not, I don't know. I don't dare try it up here. Well, we have our roving microphone. If you guys have your questions ready, just raise your hand. After this turnout, I know we're going to have a lot of fabulous questions. So we need our microphone, please. Where are we? There we go. Just pick anyone. Just raise your hand, guys. Thank you. We'll try to make sure we get to as many people as we can. Hi there.
Hi, I've been a fan from the start, but I loved hearing the Slayers. And do you feel that went some way to get justice for Cordelia? Or would you like to do more?
I do feel, it wasn't like intentionally meant to be justice for Cordelia. It just worked out that way. And I think, well, maybe that's not true, because Amber did say she wanted to see Cordelia as a Slayer. But I don't know it was meant to be like because of the way it went. It just was an idea that she wanted to see, just because of who Cordelia turned out to be in the end. You know, just a higher being and a stand-up girl. But I am so bummed there won't be a season 2 or 3. I'm disappointed to learn that Disney canceled it. I can't even tell you how impressed I was with the turnout, and that you guys showed up in droves to listen and signed up for it, and then they yanked it. And that's just the way things are these days with these corporations. It's just how it is.
It's the weirdest thing. They yanked it because it got too much attention. Like, they were fine with it, and then we released it, and it got the most downloads, ever, and there were like all the articles written by it were all viral, and Disney freaked out and said, and they pulled that, and so there's something. I think maybe they're planning on their own reboot, and they want us to get out of the way or something. But yeah, they were fine with it. They thought it was great. They were all excited about it, and then we got all this attention. They were like, oh no.
Which doesn't, I don't know. I was never told why. I don't know why it was. We can only guess.
We were too popular, too successful. I choose to believe that.
It's your one flaw. You're just too darn popular.
They were interested in making it, they were Audible, even when we were in the room and we were recording, they knew that they wanted it to continue. They felt, oh my God, this is special. This isn't going to be a one-off. It was only ever intended to be a one-off, but then I think in the room they realized, like, we have something really special. And I felt it. All of us in the room, it was so fun to be reunited.
I was like pitching story for the second season, and Amber was chewing, she was eating it up. Like, I think that my idea might have been the second season. So I'm like pissed off. Yeah. By the way, I'm sitting between a Slayer and the Big Bad. Yeah. And that's awesome. Yeah.
That was fun.
We've got a question up here in the middle. Actually, on the left there. Thank you.
Hi. If you were a sandwich, what sandwich would you be and why?
Just raise your hand so she can see you. There she is. Denim jacket.
If you were a sandwich, which sandwich would you be?
This is a thinker. You can take your time. It's a thinker.
I would be a bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich because that's the best damn sandwich ever made. It's simple, it's honest, and it's good if the bacon's good.
And it's greasy.
Yeah, baby.
I don't know, Juliet, want to weigh in?
That is not something I have ever contemplated before. I think I would be a turkey sandwich with lettuce and tomato, lean and mean. I don't know.
I think PB&J.
Oh,
Nice.
it's a classic American staple. Love it. Hard-hitting questions we so appreciate. We've got a...
Enough with the got you questions. Jesus.
Wait, what sandwich would you be? Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, so she doesn't know. She's just asking.
You've never thought of it either?
We've got a Slytherin over here with the microphone on the
Hello.
left.
Just wave your arm so we know who to stare at.
There we go.
Oh my God.
Waving his wand.
So,
Nice to see you again.
so nice to see you. I'm very happy to be here and to meet my idols. I just started watching Buffy 1 year ago and I binge watched it all. And I was wondering what James felt when he saw. I'm sorry if I spoil anyone, but it's 20 years after. So, what did you felt when you saw that scene that you were going to die? And was that your most difficult scene? And did you think that you should have continued and stayed alive?
Yeah, I died. They burned me to death. Thanks for asking.
Sore subject, I think.
I died a hero. I saved the world, man. You too? Yeah. The thing is that I knew that I was going over again. Hopefully I'm not spoiling anything. I know that I was going over to Angel before they were able to kill me off on Buffy. So I knew. I was like, this is a fake out. This is not real death. But it's actually my favorite scene because I think that my favorite line is when she says, I love you, and he says, no, you don't, but thanks for saying it. Because I think what he's saying is, like, no, Buffy, you can't love me. Like, I've gotten a soul, and I now realize what I've been doing for the past 100 years, and I'm sorry, but it was very naughty. And you are, in fact, I am beneath you, and you can't love me. You might think I'm hot, but you can't love me. So I really think that he decided that he was going to go out into the world and figure out what to do with his soul and basically grow up. And when he did, he was going to come. I'm so sorry. He was going to come back to Sunnydale. There we go. And he was going to win Buffy's heart, and they were going to end up together forever.
200 years, and
I know.
you know,
It means nothing?
it means nothing. 200 years.
For what, 2 with Buffy?
I left you because you were soft on Buffy.
Well, it happens. It happens in long-term relationships that you get attracted to someone else.
A cheerleader, really.
I know. Poor taste. But you went out with a chaos demon, dripping mucus off the antlers.
Only because
To be fair,
of
she
you.
was a slayer.
It's because I had a vision. That's why. I knew it. He was very, very naughty.
That's what you love about me. That's the whole attraction is I'm naughty.
Bad boy.
Thank you very much.
Great question. Thank you so much. Just raise your hand if you have a question, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we've got one right behind there. Hiya.
Hi. So there's always talk of recasting, rebooting, refilming, reviving. What I want to know is if you guys could go back and film one episode that sticks out in your mind as just being a fun episode to film or to be on set for, what episode would that be?
All of them. Like, between the words action and cut, I was in heaven the whole time. Because, like, when the words are that good, you just have to say them and they catapult you. They just carry you like a warm wave and it's over before you know it. And it's just not like that all the time. Most of the time, the writing is good enough and you have to kind of massage it and try to bump it up and like fix all the weird places and cover all the cracks. But when sometimes the writing is just phenomenally good and then you just give over to it and everyone thinks you're a genius. But yeah, so the whole thing, wow. I did like kicking Angel's ass on his own show. I'd do that again, for what it's worth.
Do you guys have a favorite episode or anything?
I liked when Cordy got her sitcom. when she got to live out all of that, because she'd wanted to be an actress for so long, and then finally she gets the sitcom. So I think that was really satisfying, because I've always wanted to do a sitcom, and so they kind of made a sitcom for me to have that outlet. And I think Cordelia was the the light bulb, the big smile, the thing among all of the darkness and the grim. And then when she goes dark, it just went all sideways. So it just wasn't right in the world. So if I could do more of that or explore that further, that would have been fun to see Cordelia actually become a sitcom star and try to work for Angel. I think that would be really weird and awkward and hard, and so that might be fun.
Well, I think my 3 favorite episodes, School Hard, because it was our first introductory, stepping into the universe, and it was just so creative and fun. For Drusilla, I think Surprise, because I get strong and have my coming out party, and we just want to destroy the world. and then on Angel, I would say Reunion, where Darla and I team up and eat all the lawyers.
Did you know the guy who directed School Hard committed Buffy suicide?
John Kretschmer.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
He came up to me and he goes, "You will never see me on this show again, because I am so excited about you and Drusilla. Your performances are just incandescent, and I'm adding shots. And so we're going over in time. I'm spending so much more money on this episode than I'm allowed to. And they're telling me that you are so fired, and I don't care," he said.
Really?
He said, "I'm going to get so much work off this one episode."
Why did you never tell me this before?
I don't know. We got to do more of these things. Yeah. But yeah, he committed suicide for us. Yeah.
I have to ask just a selfish question for me. Charisma, if you could be on any sitcom, what sitcom would you join? Same question for the both of you.
I actually auditioned for Modern Family.
Oh.
And I didn't get it.
Love it.
But not for the role that you would think. Not Sofia Vergara's role, obviously. But I can't even think of her name right now. The blonde.
Claire.
Her name was Claire. What's her real name, though?
Julie Bowen.
Julie Bowen.
Yeah.
She, honestly, I would watch that show, and there's this one episode where she's losing her mind, and I think she's working in real estate or something, and she has this scene, and I said, "Oh my God, that would have been so hard." She did it so well, and this absolutely went to the person it was meant to go to. But Modern Family I was very close to getting that, and it didn't happen. So yeah, if I could do it again, I would get that role.
Yeah. What sitcom would you be in, James? Frasier.
Yeah. Where is David Hyde Pierce in the new one? Why isn't he in there?
Niles?
I don't get it. I'll be the new David Hyde Pierce. Yeah. No, I love that. Because basically, those are all stage actors. And it's almost like you're doing Noel Coward. There's a very specific rhythm and a delivery that you have to do for that style. And if you get it, you can do really well there. And I think I'd get it. Yeah.
I actually tested for Friends.
No way! Cool.
So, I actually was brought in first for Rachel, and then they brought me back for Monica, and then I went in 3 times for Phoebe, but I didn't get Friends. But I think if I were going, so obviously that would have been a game changer. But I think that I'd go back in time, and I don't know if any of you remember the show Taxi that was on in the 70s. It just was so well written, and I would have loved to be on Taxi. I thought it was a really great show.
Okie dokie.
Yeah. All brilliant shows. We have another question all the way up at the top on the left in the blue. Hi there.
Hello, Charisma, you spoke about Sex and the City being a comfort show for you. Juliet, do you have a comfort book? And James, do you have a comfort video game that you go back time and time again and play or read?
I do want to qualify this by saying that Big was very toxic, and it doesn't hold up in today's standards or by my standards. I do want to qualify that, but I do love to watch the show, but I don't love Big.
Team Aiden or no?
I didn't like him either.
No, all right.
I don't not like him. But anyway, go ahead.
I would say it's not necessarily a comfort book, but there's a book that changed my life called People of the Lie, and it was written by M. Scott Peck, the psychiatrist, and our film, A Place Among the Dead, is largely based on the book, and it's really about the nature of narcissism narcissism and malignant narcissism, and so because our film really is about growing up under the sway of narcissism and psychological abuse, and so that book is really incredible. Some of it is very religious, which doesn't personally speak to me, but he has a number of case studies, and they are just so profound, and his definitions of narcissism and human behavior I just find it, I go back to it again and again.
There's a video game called Wolfenstein 2, which is about a world where the Nazis win World War II, right? And in the second one, Wolfenstein 2, which is my favorite, they take over America. And the whole point of the video game is half of America is just fine with that. And I was just, I know, obviously, but like that message of calling attention to that rot at the center of my country was just delicious. And my comfort, it's actually a comfort level within the film, because you get to go down south and there's a town where everyone's running around in white hoods. They're the, oh God, what is that, KKK? Yeah, the KKK people, and you get to shoot them in the head over and over and over and over, and you could just replay that level all you want. It's
now
just
I see
great.
the appeal.
Your guys' comfort shows are very different than mine.
Yeah.
Come on, shooting the KKK, that's comforting.
What's your,
No?
okay, you guys, what's your my guilty pleasure movie? What's yours? Mine's Dirty Dancing.
Oh, yeah. Guilty pleasure
James's is
movie.
Dirty Dancing, too.
Yeah. Tu Wong Fu. I'll go the Swayze
I'm
route.
not going to talk about those movies.
I don't want to know that.
I don't know. I can't think of one. I don't watch any one show, like one movie over and over again, but I do educate my son on films, so I do revisit films, especially during the pandemic. But I'm going to go back to, like, The Boys TV. I like TV shows. I like series. I love The Boys, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. We've got one of the actors from The Boys coming up next, actually. Good timing. Nice plug. Nice plug. James, do you have a guilty pleasure other than Dirty Dancing, other than you're crazy for
I will
Swayze?
just steadfastly say that anything I like is amazing. So I don't know, man. Apocalypse Now,
Yeah.
my guilty pleasure.
You feel no guilt.
No.
Hearts of
How could
Darkness.
that be a
like
guilty
the making
pleasure?
of.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the documentary.
I like that.
Heart of Darkness.
Oh my God,
That's amazing.
Yeah. Also the
That
Conrad book,
documentary.
very good.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry to say we only have time for one final question. What? Again, the popularity, we've got to get you back to the autograph area. Actually, we'll do yours, and then this lovely lady's had her hand up the whole time, so we'll go to two, please. Thank you.
Hi there. If each of you could star in a huge either sci-fi or fantasy franchise, which one would you pick?
Harry Dresden. Harry Dresden. The Dresden Files. I read the books. They're awesome.
I don't know.
I'm not sure either. I have to think about it. I want to be greedy and pick a lot of them.
Ooh, you'd be good in Stranger Things.
That would be fun.
That's intriguing. Let's go to our final question here from this lovely lady who has had so much patience. Thank you for that.
That's all right. So I've been watching Buffy since I was 3 years old. I'm now 27. I'm a massive fan thanks to my mum. And one of my favourite episodes is actually Once More with Feeling. I used to go to a lot of performing arts schools and things, so when I saw that episode, it was incredible. And I just wondered, what did you guys think about filming it? How was it for you to have to sing, basically?
I
wasn't in
was the
it.
only one that was in that one. So I'll speak for you.
I was on Angel then.
We were terrified. we were sure that the show was jumping the shark, which is, I don't need to get into what that means, but it's just basically we thought that the show was getting flushed down a toilet. We thought that it was too weird, and most of the cast was not comfortable singing publicly. They had a very good argument to the producers saying, look, you want me to go out and do something that I'm not good at in front of millions of people, and you're going to ruin my career. Like, you hired me to be a one-camera actor, comedic/dramatic actor. I do that very well, but don't make me do other things like this. Sarah actually asked if she could juggle real chainsaws. rather than have to do that. She said that would literally be safer for my career. You know, I'll do that instead. Tony Head and I were comfortable singing because Tony did musicals and he was singing. I was in a band, so we were fine with that. I just thought that the songs sucked. I was wrong. I admit that now. But the problem was that we were given a cassette tape of Joss Whedon singing the songs. And he sucks. I mean, as a singer, he's a great writer, but as a singer, so it was just him on a piano kind of plinking it around. And it was just, we all like got the cassette one day and we came out of our trailers at lunch and we're all like in the sun going, what is this? You know? And so we were terrified. And then we decided in the face of sheer doom that we were going to go down swinging. And we stopped whining, and we got to work, and we hired a bunch of vocal coaches and dance coaches on our own time, and got ready to shoot. And we didn't give up. And I feel like the theme of Buffy is don't give up. Like the world is imperfect, it's challenging, it hurts, definitely, but keep going. And I feel like for one episode, at least, the cast lived up to the theme. So it's my favorite episode. Very proud.
Thank you so much. Well, just a final question from me. What are you looking forward to after Aberdeen, after you leave here professionally, personally? What do you have next?
Today is my son's 21st birthday.
Wow! Happy birthday!
I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. So I called him. I sent him a bunch of stuff because I'm not with him today. But we are going to Las Vegas. My entire family is flying out to Vegas, and we're going to take him gambling. And I got him a really great hotel room so him and his friends can go do their thing. And then my whole family will do stuff, and then we'll meet periodically to do activities, a lot of gambling, and I'm sure he's going to go off and do his thing that I don't want to know about, but I'm really looking forward to being with my entire family celebrating my son's 21st birthday.
Wow. Major mom points, Vegas for the 21st. That's amazing.
It wasn't cool. It's a tradition in my family.
Oh, cool. I love that.
Very much looking forward to my son graduating law school. So that's in May. In May, yeah. I got to go back to, thank you. I got kicked out of drama school, so this is like really big for me.
For you.
I'm going back to LA directly because I'm doing press for Schmachters, the podcast. I'm doing more Lex Luthor voiceover for DC Universe Online. And there's another project. Oh yeah, the band is doing a new album. We're back in the studio again. We just released an album about 6 months ago, and we're working on the next one. And then there's another project that I'm starting soon that I can't talk about because you can never talk about anything these days before it's released. So yeah.
I am recurring on, I played a character on Bosch, Amazon's show Bosch, on season 5, and they have brought Rita Tedesco back onto Bosch Legacy, and it's a really amazing storyline. So I've been shooting Bosch Legacy, having really crazy calls, like getting up at 12:15, all before the week before coming here. And then I have 2 other projects, one that is going to be announced. I'm not allowed to talk about it until June, but another one which is going to be announced in May, which I may have done a recording for with Big Finish Audio, which James had worked with, and I had done the Doctor Who audiobooks before in conjunction with the BBC. And there may have been a project that was written for me that I may have recorded a couple, 2 seasons of that we may be able to talk about soon, and it's may be really fucking awesome. It's it may be really funny. So anyway.
Well, we may be very intrigued to hear more about that. Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot thank you enough for your amazing questions, and thank these amazing people for coming all the way to Aberdeen.
Love you guys.
Yes. Wishing you guys continued success. Thank you for the memories. Please give your lovely Aberdeen love to Charisma, James, and Juliet. Thank you so much.